Hello everybody, good afternoon. I'm just gonna be applying some makeup because I can. So let's get to it. So everyone does makeup differently. And makeup is just a way to express yourself or get dolled up. You know, sometimes we just want to feel pretty or take a picture. Some people just put it on to take a picture and then they take it off. Hence me. I'm just gonna put some on because I'm gonna go pick up my son and he has an appointment and I want to look a little bit decent. So he dressed himself to go to school today and he wore his Old Navy shirt from last year and some black sweats. So he asked me to be his twin today, so I wore the same thing and we are twins. He is so cute and he comes up with the sweetest, cutest ideas. Yesterday he wore some Paw Patrol snow boots, and again it is summertime and in Boston it's about what, 80-90 degrees, so you can imagine everyone looking at him. It was kind of cloudy in the morning, so I thought it was gonna rain, so I let him wear it, but he looked cute. Anyways, I don't usually sort of wear concealer just because it is a lot of work and I can never find the right stuff to put underneath my eye because I don't know how to apply the creasing and stuff unless I do the whole like super glam thing, and it's a lot of work for, you know, going to take my son to an appointment. So I'm just gonna do like basic makeup. Ooh, look. Yeah. So I actually was YouTubing how I can use my camera that I have, the Canon T, for to do videos, and I'm like, oh, okay. It's a camera that I got to take pictures because I wanted to do like a photo diary for my son, and I just, for the last couple years, I was motivated at the beginning to do like this photo diary for my son, like take pictures every single day of his life, and I then lost all that motivation because of things that were happening in our life, and then we just got busy, things were happening, and lost all that motivation, and I just didn't get to it. So then we moved. Our stuff was in storage for a long time, basically like almost for a whole year, and never got to anything. Basically, my son is almost 5 years old, and he asked me, because we were looking at when my mom was moving, he asked me, see the difference? He asked me why my mom had photo albums and he wasn't in them. Of course, her photo albums are of when we were children, and I'm 34, so he said that, you know, we didn't love him that he wasn't part of the family, and that's a lot for a 4-year-old. Especially my son does have a condition. So he was just devastated, and he cried a lot, and he was just very, very, very confused how we could do that to him and such. And we were just hurt. He was hurt, and it was very, very sad. So I went to Walgreens, and I have tons of pictures in my phone and on IG, and I just planted, a picture of him, of course. Long story short, I did move to my own place, and now I'm charging my camera because now I got it out of the box, and now I have to go do this like wonderful photo diary of him being a big boy, because now he's gonna be 5 years old. I do want to take some pictures of him for his birthday, which is in September, but I want to take him prior to his birthday party, just so he can have some nice ones. And since we don't actually have any real pictures on just a couple of like my friend took, and school pictures and such that I have not even framed. I mean, we didn't have a place of our own until now because of life. I did go to the Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna do like a little like thing where I'm gonna point out everything in my house that I did get out of the Dollar Tree, which it's a lifesaver for us that don't have a lot of money. And I did this like wonderful deep little setup in my living room, which is really nice, where I put his pictures, and he was so excited to see himself, and he's like, but Mom, why don't I have pictures of you? And I said, when Mommy gets a little bit skinnier, of course she's gonna take some nice pictures and put them up. I've just been dealing with a lot of stress, and I'm not an overeater. I'm a late eater. Like, I will go the whole day without eating and get a headache, but I will eat like, let's say like from 5 to like 10, and that's my weakness, because I eat sweets later, which is really bad. But I've been doing this really intense fast that my doctor has prescribed, let's say, and it's a fast that you only eat from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and you pretty much eat healthy, or I cheat. But for the last, like, let's say month and a half, 2 months, I've lost 22 pounds, which is really, really good. Really good. And I haven't really like exercised that much or anything like that, because I'm not very consistent. I'm not consistent with anything, which is really bad. But 22 pounds for someone who is not consistent and doesn't go to the gym a lot, doesn't go to the gym, point blank, doesn't do anything, it's a lot for someone who, has a petite body. I'm only 5'1", and I need to lose some weight. So I am proud of myself. Again, for the last couple months, I have been eating better. I have been fasting. I have been trying, I'm not gonna say I've been good, trying to incorporate lots of vegetables, lots of fruit. Well, not a lot of fruit, because I'm not supposed to eat fruit. Lots of hydration, but mainly just to eat around those hours. But again, it's hard, especially when it's summertime and everybody wants you to go out to like these parties and things, and you need to have a life, and you really can't. You have to sort of tame yourself. And I'm an introvert type of person. Like, I hang out with my friends. I don't really like other people. I do like other people. It's just, it takes a lot to do unnecessary things sometimes. Sorry, there's a train that goes by my house. And my son is kind of like that. It's just he has social anxiety and problems, but he's such a friendly person with adults because he will go up to you and say, hey, you want to play with me? And I'm like, leave me alone. But if I do spike an interest with someone, definitely, why not? What is the best eye component? Because I have so many eye things. Like, I have boxes. Like, I used to have Ipsy, BoxyCharm, all those things, and you collect pretty much all kinds of eye pencils and crayons and paste and all kinds of things. And what is the best product out there? Let me know what you think. I'm not a big fan of people, or a big fan of the whole like thing where people like put their eyebrows together. That's a waste of product, don't you think? Because the unibrow thing, like that's a waste of product. I had a situation where the first time where someone plucked my eyebrows, not plucked them, like waxed them. My eyebrows never grew back, ever. Like, that's why there's like spacey and sparse. So I have this line, and lips. So I apologize. This is a good thing to lose weight too, because this is a commitment. So I had the Smile Direct because I spent $12,000 on braces. And during the time that I had gone to the orthodontist at Gentle Dental, I had 4 orthodontists because they had left the practice to get married, travel, whatever. And I had a total of 4 orthodontists and different contracts with these orthodontists, or the same contract that was passed around. And they all had different plans with my teeth, right? And because of that, my teeth weren't up to par with what was going on. So this gap here was closed, and they left like a gap here. So when eventually the last orthodontist removed the whole braces, I still had this gap here. So when I had the retainer and I wasn't wearing them, 21 hours throughout the day, this gap opened up again because I still had spacing. I asked for the retainer, the metal retainer back here, like a friend of mine has, so nothing really moves, and he refused to do it. So again, everything opened. I went back about a year later, and he was like, oh, you have to do Invisalign. And I'm like, okay. So he's like, it's another $5,500. And I'm like, what? You gotta be kidding me. Like, I told you what I wanted. Maybe you shouldn't have taken the braces out and just like done some kind of bridge or something, like I asked for in the beginning. And now you're basically trying to charge me another $5,500. And he's like, well, insurance covers $1,000 again. And I'm like, okay. So we did the math, and he wanted me to pay that in 5 months. And I'm like, I have a kid and I have other priorities. I can't pay $5,500 or $4,800 in 5 months. That's crazy. And he's like, well, you want better looking teeth and you want a better smile. Of course everyone wants a perfect smile. Everyone wants a great smile. None of us were born perfect. None of us were born perfect. But no one has that money just sitting around unless you're rich. But he was just trying to get that money. So I went to a Smile Direct Club. They did the whole, you know, measurements and whatnot. In a couple, maybe like 3 weeks, my aligners were sent. You know, all the instructions were there. I kind of cheated and went to the last aligner. I would suggest everyone to do that, just because you will see the results of how your teeth will be if you look at the plastic aligner, and it will show you how they will look. I looked at them and I wasn't satisfied because, again, there will be a gap. Instead of being a gap sort of here, there'll be a gap here and here. And when I smile, there'll be a gap here. And there's no gap here. So I was not satisfied. So they do refinements. So refinements means that they will go over them and kind of fix the situation to see how you sort of will like the outcome. So I kind of like the outcome. They'll go over it with you to see what they can do with you, to see if you're sort of kind of 100% satisfied. So basically we went back and forth, and I kind of liked what they proposed. I'm still waiting for those to come to see what's gonna happen. But you have to keep these on for 21 hours. And it's a commitment. It's a commitment. They give you stinky breath. You have to clean them. You can't have coffee. You can't. It's annoying. It really is annoying. And then when your toddler says, "Mommy, you gonna put your fake teeth in?" Embarrassing. Yeah. So fun times. So I like to look bronzy. We haven't been out in the sun that much this summer, girl, just because my son, apparently he's allergic to the sun. That's a new one. So he has this thing called solar urticaria, where he's basically allergic to the sun. It gives him like really bad hives, like a rash. Sometimes he's like, the sun's too much, the heat. Mommy, the sun is so bright. And it's either instantly, like in 2 minutes he'll get it, or it could be like we're walking around, and then like later he'll get it, the rash. And they'll call me from school, so he has to take like Claritin, Flonase. We haven't been to the beach. We haven't been to the park for a very long time. It's hard. Yeah. So I have a lot of highlighters. I know a lot of people love gold highlighters. I love pink highlighters more than anything. I love that they have that white undertone, a little bit of white undertone. I don't mind gold, but I love me like that peachy or pink. Just because I'm not tan, I'm not tan, and I'm not light. I don't know. I don't know if you can see my real skin color. So it's like you might think it's a no makeup because everyone does their makeup different. Yes, baby. Well, I'm just gonna put mascara for you guys because I'm gonna do my eyelashes off camera because I look very funny doing mascara. I mean, eyelashes. Eyelashes is not. Me and eyelashes don't get along. I can do individual eyelashes faster than I can do a strip. Just gonna do that. Alright guys, I'm just gonna finish up with this and then I'm gonna say bye and I'll see you later. That was my little look. I'm gonna go and do my hair. Alright guys, see you later. That was like my no makeup look. See you next time.